But we don't live in Shoodland. Ah, Shoodland, where clean-cut kids cruise Shoodland Boulevard, and the Shoodland High football team gets their optimistic asses kicked by their crosstown rival, Reality Check Tech.
Boys, welcome to New Jersey. I'd like for you to meet Julia here. She is, as you can see by the expression on her face, terrified because she's going to, well, reportedly going to go and fight on the front lines of the Ukraine conflict. Now, as a gentleman of New Jersey and someone who's never been to the Ukraine, I really don't see much of interest we as a nation should take in this. Now, this does affect us when it comes to gas prices, when it comes to, when it comes to gas prices in general, they raise the price of everything else raises because just by the fact that it has to get to wherever it has to go in order to be, commerce. You know what I'm saying? Gas and oil is such a huge part of our commerce that it strikes me as odd that our current president, Joe Biden, would basically stop America's recent energy independence to whereas we were actually exporting more oil than we were producing and exporting more oil than we were taking from other countries. And from reports that I've come across, it's about a 7% of our oil and gas comes from Russia. And they're playing the whole sanctions game. And this is just, how do I put it? It's a clusterfuck, boys. It really is. But ultimately, regular, born and bred Americans have nothing to do with this. The Ukrainian people are divided. One wants to stay with Russia. The other wants to keep being attached to the West. It's something that they gonna have to work out amongst themselves because geographically, it's as if the United States or Mexico, either or Mexico or United States just decided to invade each other. Which, as someone who lived in San Diego, I mean, would you really have to? Like, it's so crazy because when I was out in San Diego, I mean, it's damn near Mexico, guys. It really is. And I find it strange that here in New Jersey, it's starting to look more and more like San Diego as opposed to, what it was when I was coming up. But either ways, when it comes to this conflict, there just are no good guys. There really aren't. Okay. When it comes to and I find it amazing that Phil Murphy, Booker, Menendez, literally everyone who spent the past 2 years cheering on the oppression of the American people are now sitting there screaming about Putin being an oppressor. Guys, I'm telling you, they're trying to drive us crazy. They're trying to gaslight us into just, no, you're the, no, we're not. No, we're not. Okay, we're not the crazy ones. They are. They're the ones that expect nothing, that who live, each and every one of them themselves, in such isolated bubbles, right? Because particularly here in New Jersey, I'm telling you, you live in your own little worlds, guys, and that are completely detached from anything called reality. So whereas they always feel as if they can hop up and talk cash money shit, when in reality, no, you spent the past 2 years oppressing us and completely wiping your ass with the Constitution, and now we're supposed to believe that you're, what I'm saying, like, oh, you care oh so much about American values. You are the complete antithesis of American values. Murphy, Booker, Menendez, Payne, all of you guys, Biden, Kamala, all of you are antithetical to American ideals and values, and that is coming from, once again, born and bred American, boys, and a veteran while we're at it. So, like I said, ultimately we have no space in this conflict, but what I see happening is the 2,000 troops that we've already sent out, and they're actually taking troops from the southern border and sending them out there. I made a post where I said America's being sabotaged, and it's plain as freaking day, boys. It's plain as freaking day. But now that we're through all that, let's laugh a little bit at feminism, though, because this is hilarious. This lady, because here's the thing: the propaganda is running wild, my boys. The propaganda in when it comes to this whole conflict is running wild. And as someone who was in basic training when 9/11 happened, I didn't get to see the build up to the psychosis that would, like, lead everyone to believing that, yeah, we should just go on up in there. But here we are 20 years later, and I'm seeing a build up to that psychosis. But with that being said, let's get on over to what we're really here for. I spent, wow, that was 5 minutes on Ukraine alone. And guys, what's to be shall be. We can only keep our heads on a swivel and be prepared for it. So as per usual, we got the usual crew as always. Insider New Jersey, New Jersey Globe, Save Jersey, and NewJersey.com. A nice little healthy mix here. So let's see what NJ.com got going. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shopping while black. Bridgewater Mall incident amplifies talk of racism in retail spaces. Guys, how many retail workers are black? Stop, communists. Stop this commie bullshit, okay? Like Ham and all. I'm telling you, is this race grift bullshit gots to go. I fuck out of here. Like, oh, shopping while black, even though both kids were like they shouldn't have been fighting in the mall in the first place. But instead of putting the focus on single motherhood and the lack of discipline in these households, no. It's society and police and the retailing. Fuck off. Fuck y'all, yo, for real. And more. These are the top stories. What was that? Subscriber exclusive New Jersey's 44 greatest bagel shops. Would you pay for that? Fuck no, we ain't paying for that shit. More than 5K take the plunge in Seaside for the Special Olympics. That's cool. That's not too shabby. At least old girl. I'm looking at old girl abs in the yellow top. Not too bad. The annual event raised money for the nonprofit's athletic programming for people with intellectual disabilities. Well, that's basically all of us at this point now, ain't it? Okay, that's another ad. You can see all the ads. Jerry Lewis accused of Jerry. Stop. He was all over him. So what? Take it to the police. Shut the fuck up. Now, I don't want, this is not a top story. Jerry Lewis accused of sexual. Yeah, fuck you, me too. From Ukraine, Marxism's journal. Okay, Christy Alley. Christy, the fat chick? Well, the chick from Cheers? Oh my goodness. Either ways, yeah, that's all that NJ.com has to offer. Oh, wrong guy. Wrong exit button. Let's see what they got popping off at New Jersey Globe. Wildstein's spot. New legislative map won't immediately do much to increase minority representation. Who gives a fuck? This is why I don't trust these people. This is why I don't trust y'all. Because y'all, it's like y'all, like your focus is on this whole identity politics shit. And this is supposed to be a red teamer right here. Right? This is supposed to be a conservative red teamer. And what do? They focus on, I'm telling you, it's all establishment bullshit. And they focus on that, on identity politics as well. I don't give a fuck about what the new legislative map won't immediately do when it comes to minority representation. What they going to do to, how will this help lower the cost of living and cut out a lot of the bullshit? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe start peeling back some of these damn laws. Jersey is way too overregulated, man. Karchman says he's decided against splitting Jersey City. February 26th, Judge Philip Charman, Democratic say, okay, cool. Healy wins Burlington GOP line in bid to unseat Kelm. We'll see what happens. Hopefully Andy Kelm. We'll see how that plays out. Isn't Ian Smith running against him too? I'm not 100% sure. Ex-police chief will challenge Monmouth sheriff. Menendez on new economic sanctions against Russia. Trash bags. Norcross, who now lives in Florida, BRCA file request to exceed 10% cap in Republic First stock holdings. Updated Cody backs Brown Jackson for Supreme Court. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Let's get on that. And you know who has that? We're gonna shoot on over to Save Jersey. I want to make sure that I get to. Let's just shoot on over to the damn to the damn story. Here we go. This is Biden's Supreme Court nominee. Okay. Here's the problem. It's an affirmative action pick. And they said it'd be an affirmative action pick. And I have a problem with it being an affirmative action pick because it's the freaking Supreme Court. You know? The only thing that should really matter is your interpretation, is the judge's interpretation of the Constitution. And that's a word that rarely comes the fuck up in terms of, like, you know, all the vexing and vetting and all that other fun stuff. I mean, real talk, how does an individual interpret the Constitution? That really should be it. But because, everything has to look a certain way so it can function in a completely opposite way, has been the bread and butter of all shitty public policy. Okay, like all of it, all from jaywalking laws, from jaywalking laws to liquor boards. It's all just, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, we're here to do one thing, but we're gonna do the complete opposite. And by doing the complete opposite, we're just more the likelihood of this woman being a communist and being of it's like super radical feminist left, and we should let everybody do everything. Fam, nah, that don't work. Like, it really don't. But we'll see how that entire situation plays out. But yeah, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. When they said you would be black, it became an affirmative action problem. Like, it really is. And that's just, like, yo, if Nike wants to put, like, random black chicks on their board, particularly hot black chicks on their board, well, she's not hot, then by all means. But, you know, as far as, like, our federal government and our constitutional laws and the like, I would prefer anyone, like colorblind, anyone who has a strong reading of the Constitution and respects individual rights, you know. But we'll see. So let's see what else is popping over here on Save Jersey. Moore's governor on Disney vacation helps police subdue unruly man at airport, Burlington. Okay, yeah, we already covered the Burlington County thing. And you got anything else for us, buddy? 62% believe Putin wouldn't have invaded Ukraine with Trump in office. It's pretty obvious because, you know, he didn't while Trump was in office. Trump hit Syria and Putin was like, I bet. We'll see what happens when, you know, after you're like, all right, Trump, yeah, you're going to sit there and keep trying to back me off. He warned you. I mean, Alex Jones, right? Alex Jones in October was like, yeah, February was a coming. So, Assemblyman warns Russia's cyber attacks could impact New Jersey. Yeah, they could. New Jersey's candidate Healy Healy DeGregorio, whatever, makes NRCCs on the radar list. What the fuck? Who cares? Ed the Trucker blasts Murphy for once again deploying New Jersey National Guard to D.C. Good on you. I like Ed. I think he's a good dude, good meaning. But, you know, once they get in, right? Once they get in, it always reminds me of that scene in All About the Benjamins, that old Ice Cube and Mike Epps movie where they're in the car and they have the diamonds and Ice Cube is like, yeah, I know what I said, but, you know, once they in your hands, I'm telling you, that is the reality of, like, any, like when anything big or major happens in such a manner, particularly at taking down Sweeney, you know, like, okay, yeah, I said this, but the circumstances. Well, let's let the circumstances play themselves out. Ukrainian island defenders wiped out, but not before telling Russian warship to go fuck yourself. Woo! Invasion of Ukraine fueled by Putin's desire to rebuild the borders of the Soviet Union. Here's the thing, guys, had all the same assholes not spent the past 2 years completely shitting on American sovereignty and Americans' rights, you'd have a case. But right now, y'all all living in the metaverse because you ain't got a fucking leg to stand on, okay, kiddo? You really don't. Praying for Ukraine. Murphy announces communications team staffing changes. Just more tax dollars. More, like, that's probably like, we probably talk about a couple of millions of tax dollars that he's giving out to, like, 12-year-olds and shit. That nettlesome CD11 Democratic demarcation called the county party line. Yeah, line A all the way, right? I'm telling you, the county line thing it is damn near insurmountable without a ton of cash, to be real. In Bayonne, Ash announces her running mate. Cool. Sago to retire from Senate. Backstack. A congressional district 8 challenger to the HCDO steps forward. Cool. All right. I mean, all these Payne heralds Biden choice of Judge Brown for the. Of course he does. Oh, pork chop. Oh, Milford. I miss you, buddy. Huh? You went and blocked me everywhere. Oh man, I miss Milford. I can go and fuck with him with the new Twitter account, but there's no point, boys. There's absolutely no point. But I miss your pork chop. I do, buddy. Oh, you doing the whole shaved head thing now? Okay, and growing out the beard. Cool. He's looking. Nah. You still fat as hell, man. like you still a big boy. Oh my goodness, and everything else I think we've already covered. So yeah, we're all up to date on Russia, Jersey, guys. Like I said, over there, there are some Ukrainians that feel that they are Russian, and some that really want to stay attached to the West. It's two sides to a conflict. If we were to have the same thing here, I'd be on either side. So I would definitely be on the side of, of America. But that's because I was born with those values and I represent those values and I appreciate and don't take those values for granted. And unfortunately, that's not, and I believe that regular everyday, average Joe Americans don't. Like, I'm saying? Many of us don't. But our electeds, I mean, as you can see through the delusions that they're presenting forward right now, no. They're completely gone. They're all in their own little fucking bubble. And we're kind of like, and just like a regular Ukrainian, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we to do? So, guys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss it a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you, sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day, share because sharing is caring, and YouTube and Bitchute and are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications, get something from Teespring. Check me out, Odyssey as well. Links in the description. Actually go in the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think we've covered basically everything. Let me know where your head's at, and I hope you have a fantastic week. Yeah, this is I think going to be a week, the main weekly show from here on out, because the rest of the videos throughout the week will be, other topics and a lot more fun. But I got to get my news out of me. I can't sit here and just be all laughing and joking and shit all the time. Like, no, we got to talk real shit because, that's it's important. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until the next one.
Your booze mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Every breath I take without your permission raises my self-esteem.